G'day everyone, I'm Dean and I'm from Franklin Consulting, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video, and this series is called Out of the Darkness. I'm calling it that because I'm focusing on PTSD and depression and looking at ways that we can bring it out of the darkness, out of the shadows, and find ways of slowly improving the lives of sufferers and their families. Now, it's not just, and I say families because it's not just the sufferers that go through this day in, day out. It's the families. It's a very hard life for families of depression sufferers, and so we want to try to help everyone involved. Now, I'm a depression sufferer. I have suffered for close to 15 years now. All started after my first marriage breakdown. I was suicidal. I had some good friends around me at the time to get me through it. However, I still suffer. I still have very, very dark days, and it's hard. And it's not just the feeling of sadness. It's the lack of self-worth, the lack of motivation and desire, and just a willingness to do anything. Sometimes you just don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to go to work, and that's hard. And so I want to look at things that maybe we can do to help people. Now, there's many organisations out there that do wonderful work. Soldier On, The Walking Wounded, and organisations like this, Lifeline, Beyond Blue, that help sufferers. So I'm by no means trying to take their thunder or anything like that. I just want to help. Now, what I'm looking at doing is teaching people, or sharing, I suppose, tools that have worked for me in my daily struggle, and some of the tools I know work, because when I don't implement them, I have a bad day. Now, my days, I always try to start my day positively, but some days are just difficult. So we want to look at that. We want to try to eradicate the stigma of depression and PTSD. It's disappointing in today's day and age that we still have this opinion of people with depression. And it's not just military personnel. The military people have got a bit of a headline at the moment. However, it's, emergency service personnel, doctors and nurses, and essentially anyone, mothers, anyone who's gone through a traumatic experience can cause PTSD. And that said, anyone that's gone through anything in life really can cause some type of depression, be it postnatal or anything like that as well. So while these tools come from a person in the military, they can be applied to anyone. And so that's what we want to try to achieve here. I'm by no means an expert. I will never say that. But over the last 18 months or so, I've seen, industry and organisations doing a lot of talking, but not doing a lot of action. Now, I'm Defence, have been for nearly 20 years now, and Defence has got a big investment in this sort of thing. However, my opinion is that they're doing a lot of talking, and they're doing a lot of media and getting out there and saying that they're doing good things, but I don't think the actions are backing up the words. The prime example of this is last year at an Are You OK Day event at work. I had someone stand up, 3 or 4 people stand up going, "Don't forget, it's important to ask, are you okay?" Yes, it's important to ask you're okay. But it's more important to listen for the answer. Don't just go, "Hey, you are okay?" and then, and walk off. Stop, listen to the person, have a vested interest in what they are saying. If you show that you actually care, then they'll tell you. They don't want advice. They don't want you to give them your expert opinion. They just want someone to listen to them. And sometimes that's all they need, is to get it off their chest. So ask, are you okay? Listen for the answer, and then take it from there. So what I'm going to do with my series is a lot of it will be based around some speeches that I've seen, some YouTube videos that I've seen, or links that have been sent, and I also like to tie it. I like music, so I'd like to tie it into some songs that I've listened to, that I've paid attention to words and sort of resound with me, and so I'll try to bring those in to each video. So that's where I'm at. Keep tuned for the first video in the series. This is just the intro, and we'll start from there. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, share it with as many people as you know, and yeah, Dino out.